Hey, welcome back to the Morning Blend, where we're cooking with the Machine Shed. There are a lot of things that can make your home smell great during the holidays. A fresh pine tree, cookies baking in the oven. But there's one aroma that's so good it puts everyone in a great mood.
I think it has something to do with the rum, too. I'm almost positive. Chef Kurt Wagner is here from the Machine Shed to make an old world hot buttered rum. I've never had hot buttered rum.
Oh, I tell you what, I've heard that a whole lot of times from a whole lot of people, and it kind of surprises me because it's a wonderful drink. You're out shoveling, you're outside having some fun in the snow, playing with the kids. You're going to need a little bit of rum when you come back in. So, so you want to warm up, and this is a really nice way to do it. It does take a little bit of time, but it cooks slow, and it makes your house smell like Christmas.
And it's sweet. It's a really great alternative for adults to like hot chocolate.
That's exactly right, and it's going to make you smile a little more than hot chocolate would too.
I love it because it's got that rum in there. And this is actually something you could do in the crock pot, right?
That's exactly right, and I actually recommend that. I mean, I'm going to show you how to start it on the stove today, but use it in a crock pot because you want it to simmer real slow over a long period of time and release that aroma into your entire house, so your whole house smells great. And that way it cooks real slow, no chance of burning it. Otherwise, you might burn the bottom of it because of the sugar involved.
Right. Love it. All right, so show us how it's done.
Okay, we've got our 2 quarts of water boiling on the stove here.
Okay.
We're going to take our brown sugar.
How much is that? About a cup and a half? 2 cups?
That's about 2 cups.
2 cups,
That's about
okay.
2 cups.
About the size of your face.
And then we're going to go there.
Brown sugar.
And then we're going to put in about 4 ounces of butter.
Yes, we will.
And let that drop in.
Thus the buttered part of the hot buttered rum, right?
That's exactly right. And that's just going to help give it a richer flavor.
Okay.
So we're going to put that in.
Yum.
And we've got just a little bit of salt, believe it or not.
Oh, a little salt. Okay.
Just a pinch. You really don't want a lot.
Okay.
And then 6 or 7 little cloves. They're whole cloves.
Okay.
And you want to do them whole because that way they're easier to take out later if you want to get them out, you know, if you're going to give it to children before you add the rum.
Right. So those don't dissolve in or anything.
They're not going to dissolve in. Nope. They're going to remain whole in there until they're finished. And then 4, if they're smaller than this, maybe 5 whole cinnamon sticks. We're just going to take
those are beautiful. The cinnamon sticks I get are really small and scrawny. Those are nice.
We're going to drop those right in there, and they're not going to look so nice in a little while after they cook in here. But ideally, you want to put this in a crock pot. You want to put it on low and let it go for about 5 hours.
Wow. Okay.
Because that's going to reduce down. It's going to get all those flavors a little richer. It's going to make it a little thicker.
Do you need to stir it from time to time? Because the reason I ask is because I heard once that when you use a crock pot, anytime you take the lid off of it, you decrease your cooking temperature substantially. So when possible, you're supposed to leave the lid on the crock pot and not stir or whatever. Do you suggest stirring it?
That is correct. Yes, you don't have to. I mean, when I made this batch, I did, but more because I just couldn't resist opening it up and looking inside. It's part of my nature. It's just part of my nature. I have to check things. But really, what happens when you do that is there's a conduction going on inside the pot, which makes everything stir itself. And when you remove the cover, that stops happening. And so then everything settles to the bottom, and it takes a while to get going, and that's how you can actually, do things to the bottom.
So 5 hours, though, you've got some time. So do you recommend making any appetizers? Are there any good pairings with the hot buttered rum? Some cookies or something?
Oh my! Well, there's actually a whole list of things that would go with a hot buttered rum, but realistically, at least for me in my life, the way I use this again is coming in out of the cold from outside. Cookies would be fantastic. I would go with maybe a gingerbread cookie would be very good with this.
Oh yeah.
Kind of offsetting flavors, and the smells are great as well. My kids prefer chocolate chip, and that's really all they prefer. So I would have to do some of them for them as well.
Let's go ahead and serve this up because Ryan and I really want to taste it, right?
It does smell amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now once this is all cooked down, you do not put any alcohol in it until it's cooked down. Then you're going to add 2.5 cups of. I use Bacardi.
Okay.
You can use white or dark. I've actually already added 1.5, so I only had to pour 1 in right now.
Okay.
Because
don't skimp on that part of it.
Because it does have a kick to it.
Okay.
And so we're going to go like this, and now we're going to get you some here.
I love it when cameraman Dave laughs at my jokes. Okay, so it looks kind of thick too. It's a little bit thicker than like a tea or something like that, or
exactly
apple
right.
Is that
cider.
the brown sugar?
It's gonna thicken up. Yeah, the sugar is caramelizing actually inside.
Oh my gosh!
And since you don't like whipped cream, then I'll give
not
that
at
one
all.
to you. Ladies first. And just 1 minute.
I'll
here.
wait for you, Ryan, but it's not going to be easy. I can't wait to taste this.
Does look good.
It smells so good. And you actually make whipped cream at the Machine Shed, don't you?
Oh yes, everything from scratch. There's nothing. We don't believe in spray cans. I thought about it for TV today because it's kind of hard to transport whipped cream. But I just couldn't bring myself to go there.
Thank you.
All right.
Gotta
Cheers,
have
Kurt.
fresh.
Cheers to you, Ryan. Oh, we've got our machine
I
shed
was going
mugs.
to say, there's also one other thing that we can do here real quick. If you like, we can go like this, a little tiny sprinkle of nutmeg.
Ooh, I love nutmeg.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
And
Thank
we
you.
have some beautiful gift shop things here. Talk a little bit about what you brought while we taste this.
Well, we've got all kinds of different things at the machine shed. We've got different candles,
Oh
different
my
Christmas
God, this
items.
is so good. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my gosh. This
Delicious.
When something's so good that it's ridiculous, you know what I say?
That's ridiculous.
I say that's ridiculous, but I also say it's stupid. It's stupid
It's
good.
stupid good.
And it'll make you stupid,
Absolutely.
right?
It's so delicious.
Okay, sorry, Kurt. The things on the
That's
table.
okay. That's okay. We have different outerwear. We have even Packer gear for kids, for those Packer fans that are out there. So you can come in and get things for kids down to, 2 years old and up.
Okay.
We've got toys for kids. We've got different games. Right here we've got a set of candles. It's got 12 different for the 12 days of Christmas, 12 different smells.
Oh, cool.
So you can light those up. We've got little snowmen that are made actually of wire. Pretty neat thing.
Love
We've got
those.
a big to-go cup. I was actually thinking of pouring you that rum drink there in the giant cup.
That's what I need.
That's
Good to
what I was
go.
thinking because it's got a cover on it. Nobody has to know what you're actually drinking.
Love that.
So
But I
fantastic.
figure if
so-
you're going to be talking again later, you might not want to go
I
that
have too
road.
much hot buttered rum. Here's the information so that you can visit the machine shed. And thank you for sharing such a fantastic recipe for hot buttered rum today, Kurt. They have locations in Pewaukee and Appleton. You can call the phone numbers on your screen to make reservations. Visit machineshed.com. They're on Facebook. And this is stupid good. It's ridiculously good. Thank you so much, Kurt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy holidays.